The death of Mary Habila at the residence of David Umahi is something that I still question to this day. So, as of July the 15th, 2026, it is said that Baba Habila has decided to decline on making any comments in regards to his daughter's death. If you're to ask me personally, I believe that David Umahi is blackmailing Mary Habila's father to not speak. Maybe he paid him some type of money to be quiet and to not speak on the suspicious death of his daughter. His daughter was transported from Kaduna all the way to Ebonyi State on the 26th of June, 2026, and was spied the day after, on the 27th. She was found in David Umahi's house, naked and dead. How do you explain that? How can you explain a woman who came to visit you the day before, the 27th, which was the 26th, and now the day after she came to visit you, she died in your residence? And the thing is, you did not come out and express her death to the public until the 12th of July. That is 2.5 weeks after the situation. You can't explain that, because to me, if we're to search this deeply, it makes you look guilty, because a clear conscience fears no accusation. If you knew deep down inside that you were not guilty of potentially taking her life, why didn't you make a statement on the 27th of June when she lost her life? Why until the 12th, after this information was leaked out, did you decide to come out and make a press conference or a press statement about her losing her life? It makes no sense at all. Now, it's a situation where you and your press team are trying to rush to have her body taken back to Kaduna to be buried so that you can be let off the hook, right? But like I said before, again, I encourage the DSS and the Nigerian police unit in Ebonyi State to investigate David Umahi for the loss of Mary Habila. He needs to be investigated. Even if you want to say that he is the Minister of Works now, he has no reason to be investigated. You should use the fact that he allowed 2.5 weeks to pass by after the death of Mary Habila and coming out to make a press statement as a reason to be able to be suspicious of his behavior. It makes no sense at all. Let's just call a spade a spade. His behavior makes no sense. Why wait 2 weeks after her death to come out and express it? Because you knew that the information about her death was being leaked. That was why you did that. That's damage control. It's damage control. Let's call it what it is. You're also threatening that everybody that has made any type of comments or videos on social media that you're going to sue them. Sue them for what? What are you suing them for? Why are you more focused on trying to sue those people instead of making sure that an autopsy is done on her body to ensure the actual cause of death? Even though you're claiming that you want an autopsy done on her body, why is it the situation now that her own father isn't even making any comments on his child's suspicious death? More likely than not, because I believe that you have gone to go blackmail him with money and have told him to keep quiet, and just to ensure that everything goes smoothly until her body is released from the police custody of Ebonyi State and she can be taken back. They've also set a burial date, right? Her father and her parents have set a burial date for this upcoming Friday, the 17th of July. But the thing is, her body is still in custody at the Ebonyi State police custody because they want to ensure that they get an autopsy done. Another interesting thing is her parents have declined for her to have an autopsy done on their child's body. Why? If you as her parents believe that your child's death was suspicious, why would you not want to have an autopsy done unless somebody, aka David Umahi, more likely than not, is blackmailing you guys to not have an autopsy done? Because he knows deep down inside, if that autopsy comes out, he's probably going to be put under serious investigation. Since he's the Minister of Works right now, the only person that has the ability to strip him of that title is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And honestly, I encourage President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if he has to relieve him of his duties until this investigation is over. He needs to be investigated for her death because this is highly suspicious. You can't explain it. Everybody is doing whatever is in their best interest right now to ensure that a coroner's inquest, which basically ensures that they can be able to go and have her body go through that autopsy despite the wishes of her parents are done, because they don't believe that her parents not wanting her to have the autopsy is what they truly want. They believe that they're being blackmailed by David Umahi, which I believe as well too, because it doesn't make any sense. How can you tell me that your daughter lost her life and you don't want to figure out what actually caused her death, if not by you being blackmailed by the man? We have to continue to keep speaking about this because this situation is very, very deep, but more is to come out and we'll figure it out from there. I'll leave it there.